Yeezy Day 2022. It's got a nostalgic feel to it. Almost like 2015. So I'm wishing you all the best, Warriors best, from 2015 when it comes to Ye Day this year, August 2nd for the United States. Listen, a lot of colorways, a lot of models, a lot of pairs, but also a lot of despair and L's and disappointment. That's what happens on Yeezy Day. But I will give you my thoughts on at least my favorite pairs coming out for this Yeezy Day. And then just to get your thoughts, which pairs are you chasing?
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and stay.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl TJ back. Another video on Talks with TJ. And that's right, Yeezy Day. It's here, and there's so much content that's already out there for it. You know the special pairs that are dropping again, so we'll certainly go over those. But it does feel like 2015, and it's interesting because some of the conversation on Twitter is, hey, are we chasing nostalgia just as a whole for those that may go after the 350 V1 Turtledove? I think there is some nostalgia there, right? Trying to chase that moment. We all remember it. I don't care if you owned Yeezy, you know, like went after the very first Yeezy, if you went after that Turtledove, or if it just never was on your radar, but you still remember 2015, right? Summer of 2015, I feel like that was honestly the jump off for a lot of lifestyle pairs and that shift in focus, and who can argue with that? So that, of course, is the highly anticipated, I mean, long awaited return, the 350 V1 Turtledove. Yes, that's on my list. So I'll just go ahead right now. Okay. The pairs that I would be really excited to add to the list or add to my collection, and that's what I'm looking to do. Of course, 350 V1 Turtledove, but you guys know I love me a 700 V1. So Hospital Blue and Analog, I know those are boring to some people, but they absolutely work for me. Now, those are the three that stand out the most, again, for my personal style preference, and I don't have those. So those are the pairs I'm looking to add to the collection. For some of them, I really love them, but they're already here. So when it comes to the Waverunner, I know a lot of you are still chasing that elusive Waverunner. I wish you all the best in securing that. So I have a video already up here on the channel for the 700 V1 Waverunner, for the V3 Fade Carbon, for the 350 V2 Zebra, for the 700 V2 Static. So any of the pairs that are slated to release again, if you're curious and you want to see content on those, if it's already up on the channel, just by all means go ahead and check out the Yeezy playlist, and I hope it gives you kind of an idea of like, hey, I could style something this way. Or when it comes to fit, listen, because that's sometimes what people tune into, half size up. Like, honestly, all the time, at least for me personally, half size up on everything. They still run small. Now, let's just go over some of the other pairs that are dropping that I think people are still chasing. Also, if you want a really organized view, you can just click on the post on Sneaker News, and I just really love it. They did a really good job. So, of course, the very first one they have there is the Turtledove, but you have the Azale for the 700 V3. I still think the 700 V3 is one of the most underrated models. I really do, and I know that's a pair a lot of you would love to have. So the V3, I think it's great. Blue tint. I also have a video up on that, so be sure to check that out. And you guys already know I said Hospital Blue I would love to have. Now looking at the list, also outside of the zebras, I know people are maybe chasing that. I don't know if people are chasing that as much as a lot of us would think, because that came and went and a lot of people didn't even go after it. But the V2 Oreo, so if you missed out on that initial drop, the V2 Oreo is set to return. I'm not a fan of the 500 low. I prefer the 500 mid. I know that's weird to some people, but it's just the truth. But the Supermoon Yellow, that's dropping. The 700 V2 Tephra, if that's one you like. I know it's not one of the like most coveted colorways, but if that's one you like, awesome. And then Hyperspace, which I think is like a really pretty shade of blue if you're looking at a V2. And then let's get to that model that I always make fun of, and now I've kind of put myself in a predicament because there's a bet on the Foam Rnnr. Tuned in on Twitter Friday night. Yes, we discussed Ye Day and just people's thoughts, and of course the Foam Rnnr came up because It's got everyone. Well, at least a lot of you by the choke. It's got you by a chokehold right now. It's just not a pair for me. I know another weird thing, because people will ask, how do you like the Knit Runner or the Knit Runner boot, but you don't like the Foam Rnnr? I am who I am, okay? It's just me. Don't like the Foam Rnnr whatsoever, but I know that's slated to drop and people are excited because you have the Onyx colorway that you have a chance to get, Sand as well. That's August 2nd. I see more people actually chasing Foam Rnnrs than just traditional V1s, V2s dropping. That's just my personal thought. Go ahead and comment your thought below if you plan to chase Foam Rnnrs versus actual sneakers. And then also, do you anticipate the market and consumers will chase Foam Rnnrs or slides other than just regular pairs? So I know the Foam Rnnr will be what people are after, even with like the newer colorway. Like MX is something that we're going to continue to see. So I kind of got myself in a predicament because people still want to see me in that pair. Yeah. So there's like a bet based on a shootout. And if I lose that shootout literally on the court, then I would have to wear the Foam Rnnr. But not only wear it, like they want effort put in, like I would have to style it and then rock it for more than 1 day. They're saying 2 days. I just feel like that's just a lot. Like we're piling on a lot here. But if that wager goes down, you know what? Just follow on Twitter. I'm sure that's where it'll probably be documented. But just for me, the Foam Rnnr, it's just not for me. But I anticipate a lot of you will go for that. And I wish you all the best. I know it's a shoe people love to just throw on, run errands, go here, go there. Same thing with the slides. Listen, I work from home, so the slides are something I'm in all the time, even to walk across to go to the gym, slip those off, put on my actual workout shoes and wear those. Errands, grocery store, doesn't matter. So it's certainly the most functional pair in a lot of people's closets right now. It's what you probably reach for more than you reach for other Yeezys, but you have beloved models that are dropping, the return of the 350 V1, and I will also just add this before I close out. Be careful whether you're on Confirmed, Adidas, or Yeezy Supply. And I say be careful because, as we know, things have shifted in the market, and pairs you ought, like you putting your name into the hat for every single raffle, and you did that in the past because you knew there was like slim to no chance of you being able to get shoes. Things are a little different now, so don't get caught up trying to enter raffles all day. I mean, we know this is an all-day process. I've seen comments of people on social media saying, I wonder if I should take off work for this. And that is interesting that like people within sneakers, like this is an event. This is like a national holiday where people will literally take a whole day off of work to try their hand at getting the pairs that they really want. That's a different level of dedication, especially with the economy going the way it is. But if you got PTO, go ahead and use it. But be careful, because if you start early in the morning and work your way all the way down to night, but you've put in for so many raffles just thinking there's no way I'll hit, don't get caught up and quite possibly spending $600, $900, $1,200 and you didn't anticipate to spend that much, right? A lot of these pairs are going to be $240 out the gate. So I would say just keep that in mind. But more importantly, comment below, what pairs are you excited for when it comes to Yeezy Day 2022? For any pairs added to my collection, they won't arrive immediately, so whenever they hit my doorstep, I'll be sure to go ahead and give you my thoughts and just show you guys how I simply choose to style. That's always consistent with my style, but I appreciate when you guys tune in. There's like zero reason I will not be live streaming that day, but there are so many amazing creators that you guys can tune into who will live stream. We all know Roscoe more than likely is going to stream the entire day like a marathon, so I'd say go ahead and tune into that. And I appreciate you guys for watching this video. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.